Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1972 NFL season in Momentum Football. We're all set for Week 6 tonight, and tonight's feature game is going to take us to Tiger Stadium in Detroit, Michigan, as the San Diego Chargers are in town to play the Detroit Lions. We'll take a look at the current standings for the NFL season. First up, we'll take a look at the Chargers, who are currently 1-4 and going nowhere in the AFC West. They're in dead last. The Lions, on the other hand, are very much in the thick of it in the NFC Central, as they are currently harboring a 3-1-1 record, just a half game back of the Packers for the division lead. And the Lions are very much in the playoff hunt as well. We'll see that start to take shape as we move into the second half of the season over the next couple of blocks. So, with all of that in mind, I've already taken care of setting up the defense control factors. I've got the score sheet off shot, so we'll start off as usual with the coin toss. And I believe we are using red, white, and blue dice for that. We are indeed. Blue for the Lions, white for the Chargers, and red will be our decision. Odds the winning team will defer. Evens the winning team will receive the kickoff. Alright, that looks like the Lions winning the coin toss to me, and an odd says they will defer. Detroit wins the toss and will defer. Which means San Diego will get the ball to start the game. We'll take our first time off the clock, and then we'll get our first drive out of the way for the Chargers. Going to bring the score sheet a little bit close. Actually, let me bring it a lot closer. I'm going to put it, see if I can keep it here, right there. Okay, perfect. All right, the first drive for the Chargers is going to take 6 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 will be coming off of Detroit's defense with a 24, and the Chargers are going to have to punt that one away. And there's neither team can return a punt for a touchdown, so we can skip that procedure for the entire game, which means we'll go right to Detroit's first drive of the first quarter. Taking off, this is not a roll that the Lions are going to like seeing. 7 time off the clock. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 is coming off of Detroit's offense. But on 11 is going to be a fumble, and the Lions are going to put that one on the ground. Chargers can't return the fumble for a touchdown, but we'll see who gets it. 52 will be recovered by Pete Lazetich. Okay. And we are goose eggs through each team's first drive in the first quarter. The Chargers do pull momentum with that fumble, though. We're taking another 6 time, another 6 time off the clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 8:20 remaining in the quarter. 5 will be coming off the Lions' defense with a 52. And that's going to be a field goal attempt coming out. Well, we'll roll for who's coming out to try to make the kick. The Chargers have 2 kickers they can turn to on this one. A 25 says they're sending out Dennis Partey for this one. He needs an 11 to 44 to make the kick, and I could have rolled for everything at once. That is a 23. That kick will be up and good, and the Chargers will take the lead. Let's see, 6, 17, 34-yard kick. And that will be up and good. And the Chargers will take an early 3-0 lead here at Tiger Stadium. We'll take a timeout for the kickoff, and that will pull momentum all the way over for the Chargers. Detroit with their second drive of the first quarter. Wow, that's going to be a roll the Lions are probably going to be happy with. 8 time coming off the clock, so a punishing drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And 8 will be coming off of Detroit's offense with a 65. And that's going to be a touchdown pass for the Lions, and that will cause Tiger Stadium to come unglued. We'll roll for the touchdown pass for the Lions. And it will be 6-3, pending the extra point. All right, 62 is going to be a reception by Earl McCulloch. Okay. From 11 yards out. And here will come Errol Mann to try to add the extra point. An 11-65, so almost automatic. That's a 66, though. Extra point is no good. But the Lions do take the lead on the touchdown pass to McCulloch. San Diego with their next drive of the first quarter, taking off a time for the kickoff, even though there's no kickoff return procedure. Or no kickoff return for the Chargers. We'll tick off another 7 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 9 is coming off of San Diego's offense with a 31. And that's going to be a quarterback sack, which will pull momentum back over for the Lions. And that'll be a loss of 8 yards. And Detroit with what I'm expecting to be, well, I was going to say the last drive of the first quarter, but no. They definitely can get out of the quarter. They can get the full drive off without ending the quarter. Which they will by taking 6 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going down to 40 seconds left in the quarter. 4 is coming off of San Diego's defense with a 52. And that's going to be a field goal attempt. Mann will come out to try to extend the Lions' lead. He needs an 11-51. That's a 34. Kick will be up, and it will be good. 12, 18, 35 yards. And that will let Detroit get a little breathing room as they'll go up. As they'll go up by a score of 9-3. Every win, every game here for the Lions is relevant to the playoff picture. Chargers will take a time off for the kickoff, and this will probably take us into the second quarter. And yep, 6 time will be just enough to get it. Will be enough to get us into the second quarter of this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is coming off the team with momentum. Right now it's dead even. So it's coming off of Detroit. So it's coming off of Detroit's defense with a 22. And that's another quarterback sack as ID Jester now becomes first to join us at Tiger Stadium. I know it's weird that we're at a baseball stadium, but we're playing football. But that will be an 11-yard loss, an ugly sack by the Chargers, as that pulls momentum over in the Lions' direction. Detroit now with their first drive of the second quarter. Taking another 7 time off the clock. Eating into the second quarter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 is coming off of San Diego's defense with a 52. And that's going to be another field goal attempt. Mann coming back out to try to add to the Detroit lead. He was good from 35 on Detroit's last drive. And a 34, he'll be good again. This time from 12, 17, another 34-yard kick. That is up and good. And Detroit now opening up a 12-3 lead. Once I get the scoreboard all set. All right. 3-9. Okay. Take off a time for Detroit's kickoff. San Diego with their second drive of the first quarter. Taking another 7 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 8:20 left in the quarter. 7 is going to be coming off of Detroit's defense with a 23, and that's going to be another quarterback sack. The Lions' defense, suddenly they're leaning into their defense. Not a bad plan at all. And that will be another 8-yard loss. And that will pull momentum all the way over for Detroit as they get ready for their second drive of the second quarter. And that's a roll Detroit likes to see. 10 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 is coming off of Detroit's offense with a 65. And that's going to be another touchdown pass. The Lions seem to be getting it done tonight through the air. Let's see who scored that one for the Lions. 61 is John Hilton scoring that one. And we've got doubles, so we'll re-roll and add the sum. So 6 times 4, or times 5 actually, is a 30-yard reception for a touchdown as the Chargers secondary just absolutely lost track of the tight end in the play. Score is now 18-3 Lions, pending the extra point. Man has already missed an extra point tonight. But he will definitely not miss that one. He's not eager for a repeat performance. And that will let the Lions open up a 19-3 lead here at Tiger Stadium as the fans are absolutely electric tonight. Chargers, if they want to have a prayer of winning this game, need to get something going here. But we're deep into the second quarter of this one already. Pretty quick moving game though. We'll be taking another 7 time off the clock. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 2:40 remaining in the quarter. 4 is coming off Detroit's defense with a 45. And that's going to be a field goal attempt. The Chargers are going to try to get a little closer on this one. As we'll roll for who's making the attempt first. 61 is going to be Bill McClard coming out this time. He needs an 11-36. This is not probably going to be a good kick if you're a Charger fan. That's a 33 actually, so that kick will be up and good. 9, 18, 35-yard kick from McClard. And the score is now 19-6, still in favor of the Lions. Taking off 1 time for the kickoff. Detroit with what I expect. Well, there's a chance this won't be the last drive of the second quarter, but we'll find out. No, it's actually not the last drive of the quarter. We're taking 6 time off the clock, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is coming off of Detroit's offense with a 42, and that's going to be a field goal attempt. The Lions are going to send their kicker, are going to send man back out to try to get some more points before halftime. Let's see what the Lions are able to do with this kick. 11-51, it's up and good. That's a 45. That kick will be up and good for the Lions. 28 plus 17 is a 45-yard kick. I think that's the longest I've had on the board all season. As the score is now Detroit 22, San Diego 6. And I expect this last drive will take us into halftime. As we'll take a time off, and yeah, we've only got one time left, so we'll roll for just how many it's going to be. Yeah, that's 9 times, so that will definitely be halftime. And at halftime, score is now 22-6 in favor of the Lions. And I will take a small break. Hope you're staying safe with the hurricane bearing down on you, Jester. I saw your post in TACUP like probably about 10 minutes ago that it looks like you think it's going to weaken enough that you won't get it too rough. Hopefully you guys in Florida down are staying safe. Don't forget, we've got Ultra Quick Football by Downey Games after this game tonight. Tomorrow night, we're moving down to Atlanta, Georgia, and the stadium we'll be visiting is... I've got my list of stadiums right here. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, as the San Francisco 49ers will be headed down to Atlanta to play the Atlanta Falcons in a pivotal matchup in the NFC Central Division. Or not the NFC Central, the NFC West. The Niners are a game ahead of the Falcons, who are tied... The Niners are tied with the Rams for first place in the NFC West. And the Falcons are a game behind. So that will pull momentum. So now we're all set for the start of the third quarter. And since the Lions won the coin toss and chose to defer, they will get the ball to start the second half of play in this one. Let's see what the Lions are able to do with the opening drive of the second half. Looks like a lot. 7 time coming off the clock. Actually, we got to take a time off for the kickoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 7 is coming off the team with momentum, which right now there's nobody with momentum. Home team, so it's going to the home team Detroit with a 61. And that's going to be a touchdown run by the Lions. No problem, Jester. I understand how it goes. So we've got a touchdown run, and the Lions are now beginning to tee off on the Chargers by a score of 28-6. Tiger Stadium has been very loud all night. Let's see who makes the touchdown run and how long it was. 63. Mel Farr took that one from 3 yards out. Man coming out to add the extra point. And a 53 is dicey, but it's up and good. And the Lions now open up a 29-6 lead on the Chargers. San Diego with their first drive of the third quarter after we take a time off for the kickoff. Let's see what the Chargers can do with this one. Me dropping dice. Wow, the Chargers get a grinding drive out of that one. Take 9 time off the clock. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 is coming off of San Diego's offense with a 65. And that's going to be a touchdown pass, and the Chargers are going to start to cut into this lead. So let's see who made the touchdown catch for the Chargers. $15 is Gary Garrison making that catch from 8 yards out. And let's see who's making the... We can actually roll red and white for the kick, for who is attempting the extra point, and blue and yellow for the result. 23 is Party coming out to make the extra point, and that's up and good. And the Chargers starting to show a little bit of life, but they still trail the Lions by a score of 29-13. So the Chargers aren't just dead in the water yet, but they're not looking real good right now. Lions coming up with their next drive of the third quarter. I already took the time off for their drive, for the kickoff. Oh boy, that's a quick drive. Not something you want to see if you're a Lions fan. 3-time coming off the clock. 2 is coming off of San Diego's defense with a 21. And that's going to be an interception. Lions fans groan. Ugh. Chargers have a chance to return for an interception for a touchdown. Just a note, unless they change this rule in the pro version, in college, so my version, I presume you mean college by that, roll of 7 goes to the team on offense, not the home team. I think it is different for the home team, but let me double check that. Let's see. Yes, in the pro game, momentum dictates which team receives the benefit of a dice control factor roll of 7. Unless rated, yada yada yada, the home team will benefit from momentum at the start of the play, or at the start of the game. So yeah, unless rated otherwise, the home team benefits from momentum. That's still not completely answering the question, though. I've always assumed that momentum, that when it's a roll of 7, it goes to the team with momentum. Now I want to make sure I've got that straight. Well, it goes to the team with momentum, but when it's even like that, yeah, if momentum's even, neither team has a clear advantage, and momentum goes to the home team. There is something in the game parts about that for the pro game. Where was I? Oh yes, trying to see if the Chargers return the interception for a touchdown. For plus and 1 and 0. Plus or plus and 1 and 0. That's got momentum. Then double dash or single dash means visiting team has momentum. 0 means neither team has neither team has a clear advantage, and momentum goes to the home team. Anywho, while we were fumbling that around, then 11 means the Chargers will return that interception for a touchdown. So at 36, that interception is going to be returned by Joe Beauchamp. And actually we won't worry about the return for an interception there, but the Chargers will pull momentum. I think I've got it reversed where, based on the score sheet, I'm using plus for the visitors and dash for the home team, just because it's the same way on the score sheet, visiting to the left, home to the right. Just for giggles, we'll roll for the yard. Well, no, we won't worry about the yardage, but we will worry about the Chargers suddenly being within 10 points of the Lions, pending the extra point. 56 is McLeod coming out, and the extra point is good. And all of a sudden, we've got a real interesting game here, folks. As it is now 29-20 in favor of the Lions. And we're going to pull momentum all the way over for the Chargers. Lions need to have instant amnesia on that. Lions need to have instant amnesia on that interception return for a touchdown. That was a bad play if the Lions are trying to stay in the thick of the playoff hunt. Which that probably won't help either. Another 7 time off the clock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 is coming off of Detroit's offense with a 16. Then Detroit throws another interception. Wow. So we're back to our interception return procedure again. You've got to be kidding me. That's a 22, so this time no return on an interception for a touchdown. But the Chargers seem to have everything going their way all of a sudden. That will be... 46 will be Lenny Dunlap making that interception. Tiger Stadium now suddenly very nervous, as the Lions don't seem to want to hang on to the football tonight. That is 2 straight Detroit drives where they've thrown interceptions. And the first one was returned for a touchdown. We're taking off 4 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is coming off of Detroit's defense with a 21. And Detroit's going to get an interception of their own. And both teams seem to be just playing hot potato with the football. The Lions have an opportunity to return an interception for a touchdown. They could use one here to get some of that back. Get some of the momentum back. But a 26 is no return for a touchdown. A 41 will be Paul Naumoff making that interception. Detroit with what I'm expecting to be their last drive of the third quarter, unless this drive goes lightning fast for the Lions, which is very possible. Which that's a 6 time drive, so that's not ultra quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Possibility that they'll get the ball back again. 8's coming off of Detroit's offense, but a 32 is going to be a punt. So the Lions will have to punt that away. San Diego with what I expect to be their last drive of the third quarter. In fact, I'm going to make the note like that. As we're ticking off another 7 time. And that will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will indeed pull us into the fourth quarter today. Yes, I did see the email about the logo. I'll probably poke around with that a little bit more this weekend. I don't know how much time I'm going to have during the week to do anything with that. Anyway, 10 is coming off of San Diego's offense with a 21. And that's going to be another interception by the Chargers. Let's see if the Lions can get an interception return for a touchdown. No, 42 is not going to be returnable for a touchdown. 42 will be Naumoff making another interception. The Lions cannot afford to let this game slip away. Lions cannot afford to let this game slip away from them, trying to keep pace with the Packers in the NFC Central. Lions with their next drive, taking off another 9 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hold on a second. San Diego picked up 14 points and 7. Okay, keeping the box score straight. Where was I? Oh, yes. 11 is coming off of Detroit's offense, but a 36. Ooh, that's going to be a key reception. Let's see if the Lions can continue the drive. So we're looking at the key reception here. That's going to be a 51 on the key reception. 51 is going to be Larry Walton with that key reception. And a 56. And a 56, the Lions are going to have to punt that one away. Stadium groans. Ugh. Fortunately for the Lions, though, the Chargers have no punt return chance for a touchdown. San Diego very much within striking distance on this one. Taking another 6 time off the clock, but I think I see a roll there that the Chargers are not going to want to see. 7 is coming off of San Diego's offense with a 15, and that's going to be another fumble. And again, neither team showing any kind of control with the football. Detroit can't return a fumble for a touchdown. So 46 will be Wayne Rasmussen falling on that one. Stadium cheers at the turnover. Yay! Detroit now pulling momentum back to being dead even. Wow, that's going to be a long drive, taking 8 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is coming off of Detroit's offense with a 66, and that's another touchdown pass. The Lions go back to the air and pick up another 6 points. And that'll pull momentum over for them. The 63 is going to be Earl McCulloch making that catch again. Taking it in from 3 yards out. And then we'll see if Mann is able to add the extra point for the Lions. He is easily. And that will make the score Detroit 36, San Diego 20. And I'll check the clock in a second, but that may have been... I would say that was all but the death blow for the Chargers in this one. As despite some serious miscues, the Lions look like they're going to hold on. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday working from home, so maybe have some time. Okay? Well, hopefully you guys are safe down in Florida from Hurricane Milton, I think it is, bearing down on you guys. Taking off another 7 time from the clock. San Diego does not want grindy drives right now. 6 is coming off of Detroit's defense with a 16, and they want to see an interception even less. Which will pull momentum all the way over. Let's see if Detroit can return this one for a touchdown. They cannot, to the shock of not yours truly, Rudy Redmond making another interception. And Detroit, with what I expect to be their last drive of the game, but let's see. Playing Ann's End War Eternal tonight. Just picked up another copy of that game, so you're playing it all over again. Nice. That doesn't have there's not a reset pack with that or anything? Or even instructions to reset everything? Anyway, coming back to business, we've got 9 time on the clock. Or off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something the Lions are probably very happy with right now, aside from 10 coming off of their offense, but a 36. Oh, that's a key reception. Never mind. Let's see if the Lions are able to continue this drive. If they could pick up the first down here, we'll probably see victory formation for the Lions. Let's see, 21 is going to be Altie Taylor with that key reception. And a 42 is going to be a punt. So unfortunately for the Lions, they don't continue the drive, but we probably are going to see hear the final gun here momentarily. Unless the Chargers get a lightning quick drive. Which they will not. There's 7 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. That's the end of the game. And the Detroit Lions are going to do just enough in this one to win this game by a final score of 36-20. 29-7-0. Okay. Just making sure I had the box score straight. Which will send the Lions to 4-1-1, and the Chargers will drop to 1-5. But we are not done yet. We've got Ultra Quick Football and the NFL Ticker coming up. It is now time for the NFL Ticker, brought to you by Ultra Quick Football by Downey Games. Despite several miscues, the Lions will hold on to win this one by a final score of 36-20. But how did the rest of the league fare? Let's find out. First up, the Bills and the Dolphins. Bills roll a 63. They're adding 3 points to their base score. Dolphins roll a 17. They're subtracting 6 from theirs, which will still be plenty for the Dolphins to take that one by a final score of 18-4. Colts and the Jets. Colts roll a 90. They're adding 10 points to their base score. The Jets roll a 48. No change to theirs. And the Colts will take that one by a final score of 23-12. I don't know what kind of... Somebody driving in front of the apartment complex. Cardinals and the Giants. Cardinals roll a 62. They're adding 3 points to their base score. Giants roll a 20. They're subtracting 6 from theirs. The Giants will still take that one by a final score of 12-9 in a field goal showdown. Patriots and the Steelers. Patriots roll a 92. They're adding 14 points to their base score of 0. Steelers roll a 61. They're adding 3 points to theirs. And the Steelers will take that one by a final score of 31-14. Falcons and the Packers will be in Atlanta tomorrow night. Actually, yes, we'll be in Atlanta tomorrow night. Falcons roll a 36. No change to their base score. Packers roll a 53, adding 2 points to theirs, and the Packers will keep pace with the Lions and win that one by a final score of 15-4. Browns and the Oilers. Browns roll a 41, no change to their base score. Oilers roll a 93, they're adding 14 points to theirs, but that won't be enough as the Browns will pick that one up by a final score of 20-15. Eagles and the Chiefs. Eagles roll a 91. They're adding 14 points to their base score. Chiefs roll a 44. No change to theirs. And the Chiefs will take that one by a final score of 21-16. Bengals and the Rams. Bengals roll a 40. No change to their base score. Rams roll a 4. They're subtracting 14 from theirs. And the Bengals will get that one by a final score of 16-0. Cowboys and the Redskins. Cowboys roll a 2. They're subtracting 17 points from their base score. Redskins roll a 7. They're subtracting 10 from theirs. And Washington takes that one by a safety on a final score of 2-0. That's almost like a baseball score. Broncos and the Raiders. Broncos roll a 60. They're adding 3 points to their base score. Raiders roll a 19. They're subtracting 6 from theirs. And the Raiders will just barely escape from a surprise challenge by the Broncos with a final score of 16-14. Saints and the 49ers. 49ers are the other half of tomorrow night's board game. Saints roll a 51. They're adding 2 points to their base score. Niners roll a 30. They're subtracting 2 from theirs. But that will still not be enough for the Niners to lose that game, as they'll take that one from the Saints by a final score of 21-10. Last up tonight, the Vikings and the Bears. The Vikings roll a 72. They're adding 6 points to their base score. Bears roll a 40, no change to theirs. And the Vikings will get a nice rebound after last night's board game, as the Vikings take that one by a final score of 19-6. And yes, believe it or not, I did just roll a 2-0 game in football. That is it for tonight's Week 6 block of Ultra Quick Football. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll be at Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, as the San Francisco 49ers head to town to play the Atlanta Falcons in a pivotal NFC West matchup in Week 7. After that, we've got plenty of busy stuff. We've got plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. Wednesday, we'll be jumping back in our German Night Fighter in the skies of World War II Europe as we play Night Fighter Ace from Compass Games. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Catan cookbook, with the side, 7-grain bread. Sunday, we're continuing our RPG month as we play The Legacy of Cthulhu, which is another tabletop RPG. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.